Hello, good day to me, Andy here, talking really, and a story that you may or may not have heard because it's not been doing the rounds very much. It's on alternative platforms. It's Ursula Von Der Leyen, or whatever her name is. She's the EU leader, and she was at the World Economic Forum meeting and making a speech. Let's see that speech before we start.
For the global business community, the top concern for the next 2 years is not conflict or climate. It is disinformation and misinformation, followed closely by polarization within our societies. These risks are serious because they limit our ability to tackle the big global challenges we are facing. Changes in our climate and our geopolitical climate, shifts in our demography and in our technology, spiraling regional conflicts and intensified geopolitical competition and their impacts on supply chains. The sobering reality is that we are once again competing more intensely across countries than we have in several decades. And this makes the theme of this year's Davos meeting even more relevant: rebuilding trust. This is not a time for conflicts or polarization. This is a time to build trust. This is a time to drive global collaboration more than ever before. This requires immediate and structural responses to match the size of the global challenges.
So, you can get this idea that the people in power are getting a little bit itchy, a little bit worried. They're getting a bit sort of, worry about what we're doing and what we're finding out, and where the people are waking up to the idea that these idiots are out there trying to rule your life and trying to change the way that you live for the worst. Because we all know what the World Economic Forum say. You'll have nothing and you'll be happy. No, I won't. You haven't asked me, and I haven't elected you, so you can go and do a long walk off a short pier. And even worse is I can't get around this woman. She's part of the EU. We're not even supposed to be in the EU. So why the hell are we listening to this woman? She's got no power. We're listening to this woman who's part of the EU. We're behaving ourselves and doing things as part of the EU, and we don't have to. We're not part of it. Did we not vote to go out of the EU? Well, why are we doing this then? Anyway, the disturbing thing about this speech is that they're worried. They're worried that we know too much now, and what they're doing is they're accusing us of spreading misinformation, information that's wrong, which we all know is right. We all know that the stuff we tell you is true. It's been proven many times that the stuff out there that is banned is true. YouTube and everything else, they ban you for telling the truth because they're trying to hide this idea, the narrative. People like this woman insisting that we are going to be, vilified, banned, put in prison, accused of everything. They've obviously got laws that they're trying to put in place to stop me from doing that. And of course, you've got organisations such as YouTube which are quite happy to give you the strike and remove your channel if you say anything that contravenes anything to do with the narrative. They call it the guidelines, but it's the narrative. So we cannot talk about anything to do with anything, and you know what I'm on about when I talk about that. I'm not going to bother because it's not worth the hassle. But this is all about, targeting people, calling them terrorists, imprisoning people that have done the most to alert people to this. You know it's out there, you know what's happening. This is obviously, they're going to crush the truth tellers. It's like a 1984 Ministry of Truth. You know, say anything against them and you'll get locked up. We know that's fact, we know that's happened already. In the history of truth, we know that that's already happened. There are certain individuals, I will not name, who are currently in prison. I really don't see how they can dictate what we can and cannot say just because they don't like it. You know, I don't like what they say, but I don't go around saying, let's put them in prison, where in actual fact I do, because they should be. Because they are criminals. They are criminals. All of these people. Criminals. They should be locked up. And anybody that says to me, you've got nothing and you'll be happy, they can go and do one. Absolutely. Go and do one. Right. That is it for today. Have a very good day. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.